Amid a de-escalation of violence in Manipur, a one-day session of the Manipur Assembly had begun today, but the session was expected to discuss the prevailing ethnic situation in the state. We are now getting reports of ruckus inside the Manipur Assembly. We're told the opposition is shouting "Save Democracy" slogans. The Speaker has adjourned the session for half an hour. And unfortunately, there's no live telecast of this Assembly session in Manipur, but a war of words between the Chief Minister, Biren Singh, and former Chief Minister, Ibobi Singh. For the latest in what's happening inside that Assembly session, let's go across to my colleague Ratnadeep Chaudhary, who joins us live at the moment. Ratnadeep, we're getting reports of ruckus inside the Assembly, also a war of words between the former Chief Minister and the current Chief Minister.
That's right. In fact, what we are hearing from our sources inside the Assembly, remember there is no live streaming or live broadcast of this Assembly session. In previous Assembly session, we did see there were live broadcasts, but for unknown reasons, this time the live broadcast has not been allowed. In fact, there's a very strong security presence in the Assembly. Even journalists have not been allowed to take their mobile phones inside and their cameras inside the Assembly. So clearly, it seems that the Assembly Secretariat is very careful in terms of that there should not be any live broadcast. But what we are picking up from sources inside the Assembly started after 11 o'clock, barring the 10 Kuki Zomi tribe MLAs. Almost all the MLAs from the Meitei community, the Meitei Pangals, as well as the Naga community, very significantly, who are also tribal, the Nagas. They had come for the Assembly session, and in the beginning of the session, actually the Chief Minister, who is the leader of the House, he exercising his, he wanted to tell the Speaker that in exercise of his powers as the leader of the House, he wants to start the proceedings with an obituary for those who have lost their lives in this crisis. To which Congress objected, to which the leader of the opposition, the former Chief Minister, Ibobi Singh, objected, saying that you have already made a mockery of democracy, you have to save democracy, and by calling a one-day session, you are making further mockery of the democracy. So the Congress MLAs kept on shouting that the democracy is at a threat in Manipur. They alleged that the government doesn't want to discuss the prevailing situation, and they also demanded to the Speaker that the Assembly should be extended. And then the Chief Minister proposed that they can, take on some discussion, but let's have 2 minutes of, silence in remembrance for those who have lost their lives. But in that also there were a lot of ruckus inside the Assembly between the Treasury bench and the opposition. And following which, the Speaker of the Assembly had adjourned the session for half an hour. That's what sources are telling us, because there is no live feed coming in, so we are not getting real-time information. But this is what we are picking up. Also, very significantly, what we are picking up is that the Chief Minister also made a significant remark, saying that on the incidents of violence, already Supreme Court is monitoring the process with sub judice. There are committees made, the investigations have started. So therefore, he felt that it would be not correct, since the matter is sub judice, it will not be correct to discuss it in the Assembly, to which opposition objected. In fact, the Chief Minister was trying to read out a resolution showing respect to those people who have lost their lives in the violence, but opposition disrupted this his speech. And after that, now what we are picking up is that the Assembly has been has been adjourned for half an hour. And another important thing, as it is no surprise that all the 10 Kuki Zomi MLAs are absent. They have skipped the Assembly session. Their leadership has told that there is a fear to their security if they go to Imphal Valley, and this includes 2 cabinet ministers of Biren Singh government. So this is a very key session. Let's see what happens after the session sits after half an hour.
As always, Ratnadeep, thank you so much for joining us with that detailed update. Amid a de-escalation of violence in Manipur, that one-day session of the Manipur Assembly had started earlier today, and now reports of ruckus. The Speaker has adjourned the session for half an hour.